it's Savannah and it's Tuesday now. I'm really excited right now because for some reason my computer is doing this weird thing. Like, see this light? Oh, pointing the wrong way. Up here. This thing? I don't know how it's doing that, but I love it. And I'm trying to make it look like I'm looking at it, but since it's the opposite way, I think I'm messing up. But, okay. Whatever. So, let's see. This week, let's see, things that happened in my life this week. Well, good one is, I visited at NYU again for like the millionth time, but just to make sure. And I visited, and I still love it so much. So it seems like that's where I'll be next year. And I met all the kids that are going to be at Tisch. Well, the ones that could come, because there's a lot of people that can't come to the admitted students weekend. But for those that could come, I met them, and they're all awesome. And yeah, so actually three people actually from the acting camp I go to in the summer we all ended up at Tisch. So which is really cool. So yeah. And it was a lot of fun, and pretty much just everything about it was great. I mean, admitted students day, and we're like jumping around, and we had like a dance party to get to know each other, and yeah, but that's Tisch for you. So yeah, anyone that's watching this that wants to apply to Tisch, do it. It's so cool. Yeah, and another cool thing that I just found out is that for school this year, I took a business class. For some reason, I thought it'd be a good idea not to have studies. I have no idea why, but so I took a business class to fill up my third period slot, and we were learning a bunch about entrepreneurs and such, and our teacher wanted us to have some entrepreneurs come in. So I was like, oh, what would be something really cool and interesting? And I thought, acting, so like being an actor is kind of like being an entrepreneur because you're selling yourself, and that's like a new thing. So I was like, would that technically count? And she's like, yeah, if you can get a professional actor to come in. I was like, all right, I will. And so I actually found someone to come in, which is so cool. So if you guys know, which definitely should, if you don't know who this guy is, which just like check out his videos. I'm totally in love with him. And not like that kind of way, like more of like a in love with the talent thing. And his name is Greg Jabara. And he's the dad in Billy Elliot. He was in other stuff, too, like a bunch. But what I first saw him in Billy Elliot. And I think he was in Victor Victoria. Awesome things like that. I'm going to write him an introduction and everything. So maybe I'll read that for you once I do it. Because he agreed to come speak at my school. Which is really cool. Since I live in New Jersey, he's just going to take the train in and come speak. Which is awesome. So, yeah. That's really cool as well. So I get to hang out with Greg Jabara on Tuesday. So everyone go check out the Billy Elliot videos. Because pretty much, I think, if you're into Broadway, you know who he is. Because he's a pretty big name. And yeah, so check him out. He's awesome. He plays the dad. He won the Tony for it. And yeah, I'll tell you how it goes. Because I guess next week when I'm making my video, he'll have just spoken. So I'll tell you about it. Now, it's already a 3-minute video. I haven't even gotten on the topic yet. So, our topic this week is about the whole, having something from the stage adapted to film. And I think it's a good idea. Because at first I always thought that it was kind of a weird, bad idea. I'm like, theater should stay as theater. But then I realized, like, especially for Broadway shows, I think the reason that I had that feeling was that I was so used to, I could go see a shows, like, easy enough to get in to New York to see a show. But I mean, for people that live really far away from Broadway, I mean, I'm starting to think that the film idea is a really good way for people to see it. So I do agree with the fact though that it's different stage and film, obviously. And so sometimes that's why, like, when you film the stage version, that's all you do, that can kind of get a little like, I don't know. But then sometimes people get really upset with movie interpretations of it because it's different. It's not like the real thing. The one I think that is probably the most well-known one is Rent, when it was made into the movie. I know a lot of people that really like the show don't like the movie. Now, I'm the other way around because it's really weird. I saw the movie before I saw the show, which is absurd, I know, but I saw the movie first. And so kind of as a perspective from the person who loves theater, but still seeing it without knowing the show, I loved it. I thought it was great. So, and since I never got to see it on Broadway, oh my gosh, and I'm so upset. But since I never got to see it on Broadway, it was like nice to have a film version. And I've also seen the film of the stage version, so I understand like the differences and like I'm sure I don't understand fully because being there is much different, but obviously much different. But I don't know. I do like the film version of it, but I'm probably like the only one. But as for other ones, gosh, what are some other ones? I enjoyed Hairspray. I tend to enjoy the film versions of it because it kind of gets the story and the music out there to people that might otherwise not be able to see it, or people that might not think they're interested in it and then see it and then they're like, this is good. So I kind of like the stage to screen thing. But yeah. So, my computer just went black. There we go. Okay, hi. And so, yeah, anyway, back to, I got distracted because all of a sudden my screen was like gone. I'm like, because my computer's been getting angry at me lately where it's on and then I open it and it's completely dead and it was charged and everything, so I thought I did that again and I lost my whole video, which would have stunk. But, so, back to the topic. So yeah, pretty much, I mean, obviously there's some versions of where they try to make a Broadway show or any stage show into a movie and it's just terrible, but I mean, sometimes it works well. I think one place where we kind of get a little trouble with is from screen to stage also has its troubles too. I mean, there's a little show called Spider-Man, which has faced its problems of switching from screen to stage. But, I think transferring from either type of media is really difficult because they're both very different and how they're done is very different. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is a long video. Whatever. But, so that's my feel of it, is I like the idea so that other people can be exposed to it who can't as readily get to New York. But they need to do a good version. So, I guess that's pretty much my view on it. So, tomorrow is Wednesday, so Mia, break a leg. Bye.